Hi, this is Dawn from DawnBDwyer.com, and I'm an animal artist and also author of my forthcoming book, What You Miss When Your Dog Doesn't Sleep in Your Bed. So today I thought, many of you may not even realize what my book's about, what you miss when your dog doesn't sleep in your bed. What kind of title is that? So it would be interesting actually to not tell you today and to just have you post what you think it's about. But I'm so excited to share with you, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it. But if you have some other title ideas, I'd love to hear them, because what I'm kind of afraid of with this title is that I'm afraid that people are going to get caught up on the book being about where your dog sleeps, and truly that's not what it's about. What it's about is the things that I discovered because my dogs did sleep in the bed at the time. And it's rather ironic because at the time that I started to write notes, it was October of 2008 was when I put my first entry in when I was taking these notes. And I started to see, we had the dogs for several years, and I started to, 6 years, and I started to see some behaviors that were rather interesting and different, and they were actually very funny. And I found that every night we'd be eating dinner, we'd be talking about things that the dogs did every day, because they were just really they're just really doing funny things all the time. So I decided I would start taking some notes, and so when they would do funny things, I would put it in my book. And it wasn't a book per se, it was basically just a journal entry for myself personally. But then after doing this for years, I realized, oh my God, I have to share this with the world, because this is really big stuff. The things that I've kind of discovered with my dogs and just through my journey with my dogs. So the very first 7 entries, at that point, that was when I realized that everything was happening with the dogs in the bed. And it was interesting because when I started writing these journal entries, I was trying to get the dogs out of the bed because it was kind of a pain having them in the bed. And so I was trying to get them out of the bed. And then I realized that 5 out of the first 7 entries that I made all took place because the dogs slept in our bed. What you miss when your dog doesn't sleep in your bed? What kind of title is that? Post what you think it's about.